Hey Gordy, so I'm actually trying an experiment. I wanted to make a quick video going over what we actually just reviewed on how to log into Zoom from the desktop app and copy and paste your meeting ID. So ideally to send to students in your case, and then starting and hosting that meeting that is linked to the invitation. So you'll be able to invite students to a meeting room and host a tutoring session with them. So, and I'm not making this because I think you took bad notes. I'm sure you took amazing notes. I just wanted to reiterate, practice being concise, and also maybe this can help someone else in the future. So let's see, and I look forward to practicing with you again tomorrow. So this is my desktop. I actually cleaned it up because I realized I'd be recording it. Now what we're going to do, we talked about opening Zoom from the desktop, whatever we call this down here. I think it's like a taskbar or something, or command bar. Start menu, I think, is what Windows calls it. Anyway, so you pointed out your Zoom had a little black dot, which just means it's an active app. Mine is not, so I'm going to click on it. And when we open the app, it will sometimes ask us to log in. And when we do that, we want to use that Catholic Charities email I sent you with the password, just so we know that our, because it's one of those licensed ones that we have. So, but for our example, we're just going to be using my personal one. So I'm going to open the app, and it will briefly show a login screen. You'd hit sign in. I'm already signed in, so it automatically logged me in, which is very nice. And so when you log in for the first time or on a new account, it will take you to this home. Sorry, I have to gesture with my mouse. I keep forgetting I can't do this and have it mean something to you over the internet. So you should see a yellow circle or a little halo around my mouse. So this is the Zoom dashboard home page for the app. I don't know exactly what it's called. So you might remember what we're focused on right now. So we have logged into Zoom with the Catholic Charity discount at this point. We are trying to get the meeting ID for our student and to email it to them. And so that is located. And so the meeting ID is in a form of those groups of numbers with a password or that URL that we can copy and paste. And from everything I've heard, the students like the URL much better because they can just click on it and it takes it to them instead of having to try and quick either write down or memorize the numbers and then type it in. Because when you type in those numbers, you have to do it like this: join meeting, and then you have to type in like all these numbers, right? And then the password. So those are just random numbers, but the students would have to. So anyways, it's a bit of a tangent. Sorry, so the important thing is getting to here, meetings. And this is your personal meeting. This is the Zoom room, the virtual room that you'll use to host students. You will want to, so if you have a picture of a calendar here, instead of my personal meeting ID, you will just want to come click on this, and it should, the calendar should change to these options here. So you have your personal meeting ID, which is what we want. The ID itself is 810-246-0720, but we don't really care about that. What we care about is this middle button to copy the invitation, and the invitation entails the URL for the students to click on, but then also this number. So we're going to copy this, copy to clipboard. So that's that virtual clipboard, right, that we talked about. So the computer remembers what information, what text usually was copied. And so we're going to take that text that we have and create an email with it. So it's copied right now. This is just my old wedding email. They sent me a bunch of wedding dress discount stuff after the fact. Anyways, so new email, I'm going to send it to myself and Zoom meeting. So when I send you a link, this is what I do, basically. Meeting link, smiley face. Here is a link to the person, to the Zoom room for today. And when you're meeting with students and sending out these emails, I would specify the time that you plan to be online for them to log on, and So when I hit paste, now my shortcut is going to be Command V, but we can also, so we pasted what we just did. Now everything it pasted, in case you missed it, it was all of this was on the clipboard. Now what I send you is, this is just a bit of preamble. The topic is frankly not important. So when I send you things, I delete all the top, and there's some other bottom stuff that shows up sometimes. So I delete that, and I only have this. Sorry, I'm not highlighting well. I only have the URL address because that's the most important part, and I leave the meeting ID and passcode just in case. And then see you there, Amy. And then I send it. And it shows up in, where's my sent folder? It shows up in the inbox. See, like I tried this again. This is actually my second take. So shows up like this. They can click right on the meeting. Now, if I click it, it might implode on itself. Oh, it's having me download Zoom again. Okay, we're not going to do that. Pretend that didn't happen. Stop downloading. Okay. So what that link then is connected to, what it's linked to, is this meeting here. So the invitation corresponds to this room. This button, this start button, is like opening the door to your virtual room. So if I start this meeting, then that link will be active, and whoever clicks on the link will just automatically come into this Zoom room. So I think we'll go over sharing screen in another video. So thank you.